Hey, what's going on? I am Captain Zap. Welcome to the show. Let's play Valheim. Today we're gonna build a chicken coop. Automated chicken farm. I don't know. We got 2 eggs. And from what I have learned, there are only a few conditions that I need to satisfy, really. So, let me check my notes here. So the eggs need to be 10 meters away from the hens, right? So anything that the hens produce need to be at least 10 meters away. So we're gonna go for a little bit more than 10 meters, but in order for the hens to continue to produce nonstop, we need to have this spacing of 10 meters at least. There need to be 2 hens. For obviously to breed, to make more eggs. And I'm gonna want at least 2 sets of hens. One producing eggs that will go off one way, and one producing eggs that will go off another way. One of the sets of eggs will be hatched into hens, into chickens, and then they'll be slaughtered for the meat. The other eggs will be collected for eggs, obviously. Duh. So, let's go check out the plains farm. I think that's where we're gonna put the hens. So, let's change this to farm 2. All right. These breeders, these lox breeders, this broke, by the way. It doesn't work anymore. The problem is, let's go take a look at it. The problem is, when you're not here, or when there's no food in front of them, they turn sideways, because they're fucking, you know, little assholes. So they turn sideways, and this gap here is just big enough for a lox to fit down sideways. So it's not great. One of the lox fell all the way down, which sucks. It took a lot of time and effort to get them up here. So I'm not gonna, I have no use for this anyway. But for future use, if you're gonna be using it, I mean, I would probably suggest making it maybe less wide. That might help by maybe like a half or a quarter wall. You could probably fit a quarter wall in here, and maybe they can't turn sideways then, but then they clip through, so I don't know. From my understanding, this gap needs to be what it is, and I believe it's like, dude, go. I believe it's 1.5, so 3 meters. And I believe it needs to be 3 meters because otherwise the lox can give birth up here, and then you'll have, you know, a lox calf up here or some shit. I don't know. I don't fucking know, man. But there's got to be a better way to do this. I just don't really care to find out how. Lox are easy enough to find. Just go kill them. Let's see. I think we want to put the coop here. This might be a good place for the coop. And then maybe, depending on how... Okay. Depending on how close they can be, the chickens can be to fall in love and do nasty shit, I might have them side by side. From what I saw, you can do that, but I don't know if that's been patched or not, so... we're going to try it out. We'll put them side by side, see if that works. Maybe we'll have egg collection here up. Maybe not. Maybe the eggs will come down 10, maybe 12 or 14 meters. The eggs will come down and have a little place for them to collect. We can pick them up. And then maybe we go down a little bit further. So maybe like right here, there can be a walk path over to the other side. And we can gather eggs. And then maybe we come down a little bit further. And there can be a collection for like the chickens. That could work. We'll have chickens just kind of like roaming around, doing their thing. All right. And I think we'll just kill them with a butcher's knife. The chickens, that is. Because there's apparently they're really small. So they hatch into chicks. They hatch from the eggs into chicks, and they're tiny. And then they only get a little bit bigger to become chickens. So I don't think there's any kind of way that we can automate the slaughter like that last YouTuber did for the locks. What was it? His name was Zerger, I think. So the locks are small, and then they get big, and their hitbox grows a little bit, and then at that point you can put like pufferfish or something in order to kill them when they're taller. But I don't think that's going to be an option for the hens. I think that the discrepancy between height is nominal. It's you know, so. Anyways, I think we're going to do that. Let's see, how many meters do we have here? We got 2, 4, 6. And then this is probably another 2, 4. So that's 5. So you could do like right here would be fine for the eggs maybe. And then maybe down one more for the, yeah, I think this is going to work. And then all the way down is for the locks. Yeah. That could be cool, man. I'm pretty into that. Let's get working on it. Another issue also, before I go, another issue is that, like we saw down in the locks farm, sometimes they kind of pile up. They get stuck on top of each other. And that could be an issue when it comes to, one, breeding, because they can pile up high enough that they like World War Z zombies, you know, they're so high that they prevent any more breeding up above. And we saw that here with the locks farm. And then another problem with the hitbox thing is even if you were to place a pufferfish or something at an adequate height, there's a very distinct possibility that you could have multiple stacked on top of each other, and then you have chicks dying. And I don't know if you get anything from dead chicks. From the locks, I think you get 1 meat. The locks calves. You get 1 meat, and that's all. So it isn't worth it to kill the babies at all. So we're going to try to figure this out. So I think I will start with digging out on this second stairwell here. We'll dig out the land here. We'll dig that out so that it's even with, or just lower than the height of the second stairwell. And we'll reinforce all of these blocks with iron. I think we should have enough iron left over. So I'm going to get to doing that. We'll probably have to destroy some of these, or all of these cloudberry bushes here. But that's okay. I don't think we're going to need too many more of these. And then I will continue to block out this area here. So, wish me luck. Okay, so I think I fucked this up a little bit. So I have these two, oh yeah, so I did all this. I have these 2 different levels. This one I was going to use for eggs. But I wasn't thinking. You need 10 meters, right? And that's 2, 4, 6, 8. So I'd have to go way up. We'd have to put the chickens way up there, man. And I don't want to do that shit. Not to mention the fact that I don't fucking have to. Just come down here. Yeah, right here. We should be able to get away with it right here, man. Like, you could have 2 chutes, right? 2 poop chutes. One pooping out regular eggs that aren't going to get turned into chickens, and one that kind of spits out eggs over here. And I think the eggs need to be near a fire to stay warm. So we just put a fire back here. And I think that'll be fine, man. You got the cold eggs over here and the warm eggs over here. I think I was overthinking it maybe a little bit. So, you know, I built all this shit, and now it's all gotta go. So, it is what it is, I suppose. So, I'm gonna get rid of all this whole layer, and then rebuild this this doorway here, or this wall. I'll get rid of this doorway and rebuild this wall. Yeah, man, that was a goofy mistake, but you know, glad we learned. We learned a little something here. And in that we didn't learn anything. I just f***ed up. So let's see what the distance is from. Let's say we're not going to count that first 2 meters, just in case shit gets piled up and stacked on top of each other. So we got 1, 2. Come on, dick. Hang on. Hold that thought. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's come up here and we'll start to design where the chickens will live. Get rid of this iron. And this stone. And then we'll build out of wood a little bit. The hell am I doing? What's going on here? Alright. So this will be where the chickens are. Right here. Kind of like that. And then we'll put some stairs going up. Yeah. Something like this. And then we'll do a set of stairs going this way. Maybe something like that. We should have left these cloudberries here, man. That sucks. That sucks pretty bad. Whatever. Alright, and then I'm gonna put these crafting stations back here. And then we can finish this floor. Like so. Okay, and then the chickens will go here. And then we can destroy that garbage. And then start building our egg tubes. I think I want them to go just straight down. But we need to keep them separated. So, come on, man. Yeah, so we'll keep them separated. why is that like that? Oh, I see. I wonder if that's still gonna work. Let's pull this forward a little bit. Okay, I redesigned this whole thing. I guess according to a lot of the videos and stuff, I'll try to tag some, but I mean they're all like wildly different. But they mostly say the same shit. You're gonna want to trap the hens in here so that they can't get out. But they can feed and they can poop out some eggs, and they'll slip down into this little slot here. So what I did is I added a half wall, and then a 45-degree thatch roof, and then another half wall distance, and then a half wall on top of that. As you can see, there's a half wall gap there between the 45-degree thatch roof and the kind of floor, the base there. Come on, douchebag. Embarrassing me. So I think what we'll do now is I'll finish this side, and then we'll put a floor down, and then we can kind of dress up this this bullshit. We'll put one of these guys down like that on each side. Come on, bro. All right, something like that, and then maybe we'll do a I don't know, maybe like a roof or something. Because I would imagine you gotta kind of keep these idiots dry. And we'll go with the standard. You know, I have tar. So maybe we'll do a 26-degree tar roof. Maybe I might have to get in there for something. It's maybe something like that. And then we'll finish dressing this up, I think, once the chickens hatch. For now, let's go down. Put this tar away. Grab some more wood. What am I doing? So we'll grab this wood and then run downstairs. And then we'll start thinking about how we want it to work down here. I think what we'll do is we'll take a couple of 45-degree roofs and we'll kind of split the flow here. Kind of like that, maybe. And then bring this down. And then the eggs will just kind of plop down here. Hopefully they don't break. Didn't really think of that. I wonder if they will break. Because I was just going to have this kind of shoot them off over to here and put a fire like in the corner. But the eggs got to be warm, so maybe put a fire down. Maybe I'll bring this out a little bit. Yeah, maybe I'll bring this out maybe like one or maybe two more. These dudes don't need all this space, bro. These locks are obnoxious. So I think I'll do that. Yeah, I'll bring this out another two. Can have this kind of spit these eggs over here. These ones will drop down to like right here. So I can just come over, I can grab them off of, maybe there'll be like a platform here. maybe all the eggs kind of fall down on this platform. I think this is how most people do it anyway. Yeah. We'll finish dressing this puppy up with one of these. And then I don't know if we want to use any more walls, but whatever. Something like that might do. And then that's like a half wall maybe. Shove that puppy in there. Whatever. And then maybe I'll be able to collect the eggs. Hopefully I'll be able to collect the eggs. If not, I'll have to destroy some of this shit, but they should all just pop down right there. Okay, I opened this up another 2 blocks. I think that should be plenty. It should be more than enough. I also opened this up a little bit. I'm not quite sure how this is going to work out if we put eggs, if there are eggs on it, if we're going to be able to reach them all. I might have to destroy some of this and maybe turn it into a half wall up here, just so I have more access to this shit. We'll see. I like it like this, but if we have to open it up, it's fine. Hopefully these eggs come down here and fire, or maybe roll over to here. I've gone ahead and built a chimney here. And now I'm just kind of working on, like, maybe putting a fire here. So we'll just do that a little bit. Put one of these guys there. Some of this. A little bit of this. There you go. And then maybe bring some wood down. That should be perfect. Yeah. And then we'll do a half wall so that none of the chickens light on fire. And then a quarter wall to fill this crap in. And then we'll just place a fire down right in there. That should be fine. And a little bit of trim, man. A little bit of trim. Yeah? Something like that. As a matter of fact, I'm not so sure. Well, we'll try it out, and then we'll dress it up. Maybe I'll replace this with some doors or something, wood shutters. You know, it could dress all this up. I might do the same over here. Just put shutters in here, or maybe a door or something. I don't know. That should be good enough. Let's go ahead and put a fire down. And start working on this, or finish this up here. See how that's going to work out. I'm still not quite sure, so I do need wood though, you fool. So let's put this fire down. Yeah, that's what I thought. Maybe like that. These locks gotta go, dude. They're pissing me off. They're breaking all my shit. It's time to go. Time to die. That's enough out of you. Apparently, we're gonna want to cover this little gap in the floor for now, just until the eggs hatch and they're fully matured. Where did that one go? Jesus Christ, dude. And then we're gonna cover all this shit up really quick, and we'll fix all this in the end. Make it look pretty. But for now, we'll just we'll cover it up like this. I guess the eggs need a little bit of protection from the elements or whatever. And then we can do some bullshit for now. 26 degrees. Something like that. Sure. And then maybe we'll do a little bit of this. There you go. I don't know how much they need. This is probably overboard. And then we gotta figure out a way to put a fire down up here. So, maybe I'll just put it here. Get some stone. And I don't really care. Just get a bunch of these going. Okay. And then we just plop a fire down, I guess. And then I think we want to keep them from escaping too. Once they hatch, I think that they tend to run around a bit maybe. So we're gonna put a, well, let's go grab our eggs. All right, we got our eggs. I also grabbed a brew of animal whispers. Just hopefully that helps speed things along. So I'm gonna take that, and I think we want to toss these in one at a time. Make sure the floor is down there. Yeah. All right. Hey, all right, it survived. And then it should say, what's this, too cold? Oh, warm, there you go. All right. So now we'll toss this one in there. Cool. And then I am going to build a half wall. And I'm going to wait here until they hatch. Hey, look at that. We got a chick. That's about time. That took fucking 30 minutes. So, I don't know. Hey, no. You stay down there, you little dirtbag. All right, so they're both hatched now. Chimkins. Now we gotta wait for them to mature into hens or chickens or whatever. I don't know how long that's gonna take, but god damn it. I'll see you then. Okay, so these idiots just turned over. It took 50 fucking minutes. 50 minutes. Alright, and that's only our first pair. So what I'm gonna do is something like this. We're gonna get rid of this guy. And we have to push these morons down. Get down there. We gotta get them to go down. That might work. And then we cover them. Or no, we have to destroy, yeah. So we'll destroy these two walls here. Or these two floors. And then we'll cover the... There you go. I hate that. And they should be stuck there now. And then we put a wall here. And I think we're gonna put this kind of right back there. So there's a little gap there. So we used alternative placement mode. And then we'll grab some fucking seeds, baby. Hopefully this works, man. If it doesn't work, we're screwed. So toss those seeds into the middle of fucking nowhere. I think we want them to be kind of centered, but not touching the wall. And apparently, interesting. Apparently that gap there that we left is enough. Alright, dude. That might be. Let's see if that works. Yeah, that's working. So they can eat that through this little gap here. Alright. And now we gotta wait for them to pop out a couple little eggs. So we'll come down here. I don't know if we talked about this, but I did redesign this a little bit just to give me some more room for the hens. I'm actually considering boosting this up a little bit so that the eggs kind of just roll down to here. I want to be able to walk around freely. And I don't want these chickens to get stuck anywhere, which reminds me, I want to put down a... Let's kind of seal this off a little bit. All right, this little dirtbag escaped. I didn't have my microphone connected, but I did not like it. I was not having a great time. I think we're going to try to push him up here. I built this little ramp. This took a long time, and I'll tell you why. It fucking, like 20 minutes into the hatching process, it started to rain, and I forgot to cover the fire with a roof. And I guess that totally, completely resets the timer on the egg hatching. Let's go, you little dirtbag. Go on. Keep going. You're not done. Go on. Let's go. Up. Up we go. Fucking turd, dude. No! Alright, we got them both back in here. That was a bit of a nightmare. I don't think we need this fire anymore. It's only hurt me, so it can probably go away. Oh, where did it go now? They just like phased through the fucking wall, man. Fuck. I'm gonna kill this one, dude. I don't have the strength to deal with this. What do we got here? Oh, we're done. Excellent. So 40 minutes. 40 minutes and they're done here. Let's see if we can get this going here. I think so. We're gonna destroy this bottom one and this bottom one, and that should sink them down a little bit. Okay. All right. And then we're gonna put this puppy in here. Like right there. All right. And then we're gonna toss him some food. I wonder if that's good enough. Yes, and yes. Okay. That's it for that bullshit. I did work on this a little bit while we were waiting, and now I think we're good, hopefully, to destroy all this. I did come down here a little earlier, and I kind of worked on some stuff. I built these chests in here. I figure we're gonna have eggs and meat from the chickens, and then something else that I don't really know about. So let's see what we got down here. A couple of eggs ready to go. We'll grab these. And like I said, I already grabbed a couple. So here we go. We got quite a few now. I just want to see if this works out. It'd be funny if the egg just kind of fucking splattered on the ground. Oh, there it is. It works. Nice and warm. Very cool. Now we just gotta wait. Can we smash them? Okay. Yeah, now we just gotta wait until... Fuck, it's gonna take so long. Oh my god. We gotta wait for this to fill up with eggs. And then for all of the... Matter of fact, dude, fuck that. I'm just gonna toss these eggs all over the place, dude. Alright, there's a big old pile of eggs for you. Now we wait. Alright, we're starting to run into some audio issues here. So I'm gonna keep cleaning this up. Just by adding some fun stuff here. Look at that. Look how fun. Very fun. Okay. I don't know if you can hear it. There's a lot of shit going on. Let's go take a look downstairs. I'm gonna go all the way down and grab the butcher's knife. This is getting a bit ridiculous. Alright, let's see what we got here. Maybe I'll eat some food too. We got quite a few birds in here. Some of the audio is just not working. Yeah. So this is what it looks like. It looks like some of them have maybe clipped through the wall a little bit. That's pretty cool. We got quite a few eggs ready to be collected. Let's grab some of these babies and then start killing. I think there's just too much going on right now. What do we got? Chicken meat. Oh, and feathers. Look at that. I wonder if do we get anything for killing the chicks? Oh, maybe not, dude. That would suck. I'll be a little bit more careful then, I guess. Oops. All right. Yeah, sorry about that. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Well, whatever. I don't really give a shit, so... Everybody can die. I don't care. Come on now. Come get you some. Alright. Yep. Sucks to suck, buddy. Yeah, you gotta go. Okay, that's good enough, I think. We already grabbed those eggs. Alright. What did we get out of that? Oh, quite a bit of meat. That's nice. Few eggs and a lot of feathers. don't need all these feathers, so let's grab some eggs. I don't need a whole stack. I'll take a whole stack. Grab a whole stack of meat too. And we'll head back to the house. See what we can do with this meat. Better be worth it. Anything new in here? No. Cooked egg. Which does absolutely 35 health and 12 stamina. Dude, that's terrible. What do we get? We don't get anything? Let's cook it. Maybe if we cook a piece of meat. And we'll cook an egg too. Let's see if we get anything. Fucking no. Dude, that sucks. Cooked chicken meat, dude. I mean, the health is alright. It's 60. It's not great. Am I missing something? You let me know in the comments if I'm missing. I don't see shit, dude. This is, sucks. This is not great. Maybe I need to build like another crafting, cooking thing. I have the pots and pans. I have all this shit already. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't see the appeal, man. It's not great food. Maybe it'll get better. I don't know. Maybe it's like one of those things that you need. Maybe I'm missing an ingredient or something. I don't know. Let me know in the comments, man. But we did that. We made a farm, a chicken farm. Hopefully it pays off. So, anyways, don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Hit the bell notification. Tell your friends. Leave a comment. Tell me what's going on. How you feeling? You have a good day? Whatever. All that shit. But that's gonna do it for this one. I kind of feel like I wasted a little bit of my time there, but maybe it opens up something. I don't know. Maybe it's we gotta unlock another ingredient or something. Who knows? But that's gonna do it for this one. I had a great time. Hope you did too, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.